Candida albicans, the shapeshifter. Hi, I'm Candida albicans, and I'm a fungus whose favorite place to hang out is in the human gut. Or as you sciencey folks like to say, my main reservoir is the human GI tract. I also frequent the oral cavities, the vagina, and the urogenital areas because I love warm, moist environments. I'm 4 to 6 micrometers wide, round or oval in shape, can be haploid or diploid, non-encapsulated and fermentative. I used to be known as an obligate asexual species, but I'm not. I'm just private, you know? I can reproduce by budding and by a quite rare parisexual cycle when I form tetraploids. The tetraploids have too many chromosomes, so I have to shed some during a process called chromosome loss. I also like long walks on the beach and sugar. From a phylogenous standpoint, here's a mouthful. I'm a eukaryotic organism from kingdom fungi, phylum Ascomycota, class Saccharomycetes, order Saccharomycetes, family Saccharomycetiaceae, genus Candida, and species Candida albicans. My genus Candida are all rebels because we violate the rules of the genetic code. When codon CUG is specified, we don't go for leucine like all those other chumps. We call for serine. You should try it. It tastes great with sugar. Speaking of food, my diet consists of what do you got? You see, in the gut, there's a ton of competition with other microbes, so I've had to adapt my metabolism to survive. I have several inherent proteases, lipases, and specific transporters that support metabolism of peptides, amino acids, sugars, and organic acids. Plus, one of my superpowers is that I can change the pH in my environment around me by metabolizing micronutrients into ammonia. You may have noticed my sweet tooth. I love me some sugar, and that is my preferred diet. My growth is filamentous, and I can produce true hyphae and pseudohyphae, which makes me polymorphic, aka shapeshifter. Changes in pH, temperature, and nutrient availability all cause me to grow germ tubes, which eventually turn into hyphae, which is when I turn a little nasty, or pathogenic, some might say. These hyphae are what allow me to adhere to and invade human tissues. Naturally, with these superpowers, I have some enemies, like E. coli and S. typhimurium, who inhibit my growth and biofilm production. My sidekick S. aureus likes to catch a ride on my hyphae into the host cells. My nemesis, Lactobacillus, who loves to halt all of my progress by modification of the environment and directly via crosstalk with host cells. But the joke's on Lactobacillus when antibiotics are introduced into the host because antibiotics kill so many bacteria, and I, being the shapeshifter that I am, then thrive without all those bogarts around. Ha 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 ha. I don't know why I always get such a bad rap though. I mean, I only live in 30 to 50% of healthy persons, and I make a special strain for each human. This unique strain is most likely due to the chromosomal loss from parisexual reproduction. I'm commensal, and we can live in symbiosis. Sure, I get all the benefit, and so far scientists haven't found a good reason for me, but I gave up chromosomes for you. Oh great, here's my nemesis, Lactobacillus, to ruin the day. Save the day is more like it. Hey students, I'm here to help. C. albicans is a shapeshifter, and that may seem cool, but versatility like that in the wrong hands, plus its ability to aid other bad bacteria, are what makes C. albicans a pathogenic villain. C. albicans uses quorum sensing via special receptors on its plasma membrane to help it respond to environmental pH by changing its polysaccharide cell wall. This polymorph that is able to metabolize a wide range of nutrients can thrive, especially in people with weakened immune systems. I mean, how rude! C. albicans thrives on people with autoimmune disorders, people on broad-spectrum antibiotics, AIDS patients, chemotherapy patients, and generally, people in recovery are all who they attack. The reasons why C. albicans is so versatile is because of the multiple areas of the body that it lives in, and there are varying pH levels in all of its hangouts. This adaptation is what makes Candida albicans flexible to different metabolic conditions, versatile nutrient acquisition, and resistance to stress, making it a successful, opportunistic pathogen. C. albicans attacks during its growth phase by spreading its hyphae deep into epithelial tissues, forming strong attachments, and can invade the bloodstream and spread systemically when it's in its smaller yeast-like form. C. albicans can even survive phagocytosis done by host cells by creating a three-dimensional biofilm. C. albicans is the worst. Candidiasis, that's what this villain causes in vaginas, in oral cavities, and the skin in those warm, moist areas, and occasionally systemically, which is very dangerous. C. albicans can be transferred to newborns during vaginal birth, direct mucosal contact, and sexual intercourse. Treatment usually includes antifungal medications, but if candidiasis is suspected, one should talk to a doctor about it. The best prevention for candidiasis is avoiding a diet of excessive refined carbohydrates and sugar, avoiding antibiotics when possible, and ensuring you have plenty of lactobacillus, me, in your diet by eating fermented foods such as yogurt, kimchi, miso, sauerkraut, and tempeh. I'm Lactobacillus and I approve this message.